What's up, Docs Daily? It's me, Detroit Lenny, here on a Monday, I don't have my watch on. May 4th. May 4th. May the 4th be with you. I think that's what people say today. I don't know. I'm not a big Star Wars guy. Like, I like Star Wars, but it's not. I'm also not a Star Trek guy, in case you were wondering that either. But welcome into Docs Daily. We are live today, 1 o'clock Eastern. We're going to go over today's MLB card. We'll go over some NHL playoffs, NBA playoffs. You guys got questions in the chat, drop them in the chat. I'll be more than happy to go over them. I'll be here about 30 minutes. It's just me today. No Nick, no Griffin. They had side quests or something to do today. I didn't ask. They have stuff to do. They got something going on. They had to miss the show. They'll make it up later in the week at some point, I'm sure. But so you're stuck with me. And you're welcome, by the way. No, I'm just kidding. You guys got something to say, though, in the chat? Let's talk about the weekend, talk about the Derby. I won a little bit of money and didn't, nothing special at the Derby. Definitely had a better time than I did making money. Let's say that. I attended a Kentucky Derby party. It was phenomenal. Shout out to the party planner. Every party she has, it's the best ever. So I don't know how to say that any much better than that. So no video yesterday from Detroit Lenny. I took a knee, man down. Needed a day off. Needed a rest. Needed to do nothing for a day, and I didn't do it. I need to reset. The Nerfy has been full effect. The Nerfy game. We lost our Nerfy on Saturday, so the ladder challenge starts over today. I did not do a video yesterday. I didn't do one. I didn't have a bet yesterday at all. Not even on my Tigers. Nothing. I sat, hungover, on my couch and watched the Pistons dominate the Orlando Magic. Dominate. So if you are an Orlando Magic fan and you are in this video, you're watching and you're in the chat, it's a safe space. It's a safe space. That's all I'm going to say. But bad boys to the wall, to the window. Dominating Cleveland. Starts tomorrow. Don't forget about that free $60 account. Like I said, link is in the description of the video, docsports.com/free60. Use that $60 on any handicapper you want over at the website. You can use that on prop plays, prop package. You can use that on a plays of the day. You can use that towards a week pass, a season pass, however you want. $60. Put it towards whatever you want. Like, share, subscribe. Drop in the comment section what you like today. Let's get into what do you guys want to talk about first? Let's get out NBA out of the way. I like the 76ers in a lot of ways today. I think the Knicks are susceptible to, I don't want to say the Sixers are a live dog because I don't have anything money line related on them. I took the points. I just think it's too many points. I also like the over. If I'm going to lean one way or the other as far as the total, just because I think this game has potential for overtime. That's how I feel about the 76ers. I think I was on a game that I was on Boston to finish them, and they just proved me wrong. So I kind of maybe have that in my back of my head a little bit, but the Knicks, because I view the Knicks and Boston as also equals. I really thought the Boston Celtics and the New York Knicks were going to beat the hell out of each other for 7 games in this round 2, which would make it easier for the Pistons if we got to the next round as well. But regular season stats, they split 4 games, 2 apiece. 76ers won in New York both times. The Knicks won in Philly both times. So that should tell you that we're going to try and get right on the zigzag right away. That's what I'm going to try and do. If we're wrong and the Knicks come out and run it, I'm right back on the Sixers tomorrow. If it plays out just the way I thought it would, depending on that line, or not tomorrow, Wednesday, I guess it would be, I might be on the Philadelphia 76ers I like the 76ers here. I don't know if I like them in a series. This is the one series I do not have a series play on. Speaking of series plays, let's dive into that a little bit on the NBA because most of them are about to start or started. Let me see if I can get a series. I guess if I was to lean on a series, 76ers plus 220 on DraftKings. Spurs Timberwolves. I don't know how you get on the Timberwolves for that series, and the Spurs are minus 500. I took this. I know. I'm a homer. I don't never denied that. But how do you not take the Pistons over the Cavaliers at minus 120? Feel free drop your comment in the chat. Tell me I'm wrong. I swear to God, not even being sarcastic. I don't know. I mean, I know that game is until tomorrow. I don't want to get down that road too far because we'll talk about tomorrow. But when you look at a Cavs, listen. I'm afraid of the Cavs and the fact that they're healthy. Okay, I don't like that. Because obviously a healthy Donovan Mitchell is going to be a problem. But they also split their regular season 4 games, two apiece. Cleveland winning in Detroit and at home. Detroit winning in Cleveland and at home. So I don't read a whole lot into regular season NBA stuff, whereas the playoffs of the NHL, I will look back to what they did in the regular season against each other. A little bit. I'm not going to weigh, there's not a lot of weight on that. But when you look at this, some of these, as far as the NBA goes, it's really hard to put a lot of weight in that because I'm not really going to go back to a November, January matchup or December matchup where God knows half the starters weren't even playing for rest purposes. Okay. I think the Cavs come out maybe. Well, again, we'll talk about tomorrow. I just don't like today's series. I don't like the Timberwolves and the Spurs. I'm not laying double digits. You can't make me. I'm not laying double digits with the Spurs. Although, see, this number's all over the place. I swear. This morning when I did my level 1 video, it was they were number 14 and a half, 13 and a half, some spots. Now it's climbed all the way down to Spurs minus 11 and a half. I'll wait till I can get it under 10. But I think if you play it, you got to lay it. Okay? If you're going to play the Spurs, you got to lay it and be done with it. Minnesota either wins this game or the Spurs dominate by 15. That's how I see this game playing out. I don't have a nickel on it. I lean also on the over in this game, but I didn't bet it. Another game, one that, excuse me. I've had a lump in my throat for since Thursday. So bear with me if I cough a lot. I promise I'm not dying. The Spurs should dominate the Timberwolves. It should not be close. Honestly, if you're going to make me play a series play, I'd get intricate with it. Big words on a Monday. I'm just telling you. I'd probably go to Spurs in 5. I feel like Minnesota's going to give one. Spurs will let down. Give up one game. That's what it is. I can't drink anything besides water. But I'm really trying to get down this coffee. So, as far as NBA wise, I'm on the Sixers and the over. I don't like the Timberwolves Spurs game. I just don't think. I don't know. I don't think. I don't like that series. By the way, how about who else got fired today? One of the coaches in the NBA got fired today. Why can't I find it? I don't know. I don't know who got fired. But anyways, you guys got questions in the chat. Let's talk about it. Will the Wild and the Avalanche? Great question. I love the transition to NHL because I got way more in-depth analysis in NHL than I ever will in NBA on any day, anytime. Will the Wild and the Avalanche go over 6 every game? That game was wild last night, pun intended, right? Dude, that's first of all, I bet the over. Live watching that. So when I say I didn't have a bet yesterday, I didn't have anything. That was a late game. That was late watching that game. I was, first of all, it was like the Wild started Avalanche, and it wasn't it like, didn't the Avalanche go up real big right away, or was the Wild? Yeah, it was 3-0 right away in the first period. And I turned the game off because I thought, oh, Colorado's just going to dominate these Suns. Like, this ain't, I'll watch something else and then go to bed because I got to work tomorrow. And then turned it back on the second period. It was 4-2. And then all of a sudden, bang, bang, bang. Next thing you know, it's 5-5. And I'm like, wow, okay, where are we going with this? I'm like, jeez, Lenny, you should have bet the draw. This game's good. I like the draw in every series. And I'm not saying every series, every game of this series. I will bet the draw. It'll be plus, I'll look right now for tomorrow, actually. It'll probably be plus close 290s is what I'm thinking. Because normally a draw, meaning overtime, has to go, usually, oh, no shit, plus 340 for tomorrow's Wild series. And the Wild, and the line right now is minus 200 in Colorado. I would see that bet right there. I would take Colorado in regulation. As much as I think the Wild are good, I don't know, man. The Wild are good. I've been on the Wild, but I just think the Avalanche are the best team in hockey. And if we're just going to play the best team in hockey, I'm going to play the Colorado Avalanche every game. I will, because they're the best team. But I do think Minnesota takes 1 or 2. I don't know if they get to 7. We'll see how Minnesota bounces back, because how do you score 6 goals and you lose? That's got to be like, that's got to rip your soul out right there. That's got to hurt. You can't score 6 and lose. First of all, the fuck you giving up 9? I mean, let's talk about that. I mean, that's just bad. I mean, I get one was an empty. I think one was an empty netter. Pretty sure the last goal of the game was an empty netter. Empty net. So you gave up 8, Mr. Jasper Weldset. 42 shots on goal, 8 goals allowed, 34 saves. Colorado does this. They pepper the net. If they get in the zone, they just throw it at the net. They play for the rebound, not the shot. There's a difference in hockey mentality. If you guys understand hockey, and most of you do, there are different strategies to offense, similar to NFL, right? Some teams run the ball a lot, some teams pass the ball, some do a little play action, got a lot of men in motion, this, that, or whatever. Colorado likes to control the puck. Their time of possession is one of the best in the NHL. So when they have the puck, they don't turn it over a lot. And then when they get it into your zone, throw it right at the fucking net. Just throw it there. I don't care if it's 1-on-2. It's throw it at the net. It's throw it at the net. I mean, odd man advantage, odd man disadvantage. Throw it at the net. Hope for the rebound. A lot of goalies, some goalies, I should say, don't give up a lot of rebounds. Your better goalies of the NHL, your Sergei Vasilevsky, even though Tampa Bay lost to Montreal, which we had, bang. Even though Montreal Canadiens lost that in overtime, it is what it is. He's a good goalie, got beat. But he's not a guy to give up a lot of rebounds. Minnesota's goaltending will. Give up some rebounds. It's their, I don't want to say worst trait, but it's their worst trait. And well said, I get he's the backup to Gustafsson. I don't know, Gustafsson. I don't know how you say that guy's name. I don't ask. Philippe Gustafsson. Gustafsson? Whatever, dude. He's the better goalie. I get. He should be in next game. I mean, if you don't have a number one, you don't have a true number one. You just got a bunch of twos. I mean, I'm sure it's happened, but I can't go back in the NHL history. Tell me which team won with not a true number one goalie. Off the top of my head, I can't. I mean, you can fact check me. I got something on my hat now. You could stack check me all you want, but Gustafsson is the better goalie. I just don't know. Colorado's a lot. Will it go over 6? I guess that's the $1 million question. I think maybe the safer bet is definitely the total in this game. You're gonna be careful. Don't just blind bet it, because again, if we have what's his name in net, Waldstedt, we bet overs early and often. We bet first of all, you'd probably get a better price in first period over. So I like that. I would do that. But if we got Gustafsson in, I'm not running to the window for that. And by the way, that regular season matchup, 4 games played, Wild 1-2, Avs 1-2, Wild won at home and on the road. They won 1 on the road, 5-2. But as far as regular season totals, 3-2, 5-1, 5-2, 3-2. Only one of them went over that 6.5 number. 1. So I don't think we get 6s. We get more 6.5s like that. But Colorado's a team playing on a mission, folks. I mean, the way that they went through LA, I thought we might have a little bit of a letdown Sunday with them, just because the way they dominated LA. LA was never in that game or in that series. They won 2-1, 2-1, 4-2, 5-1. It was a lie. The first game 2-1. It was slow. First game of the playoffs. The next game 2-1 overtime. They won. That was the best shot. That game in the game 2 when Colorado beat LA, it was a wrap. From there on out, and you knew it in the next scores. 4-2, 5-1. Not even close. In LA, not even close. And then they come out 9-6. I mean, Minnesota might be beat up and tired because of that Dallas Stars series. So, to be more on Colorado in regulation, I don't hate the over, but I'd be careful. I want to see the goalie. I'm not blind betting it, but if this series goes 6, 2 of those games don't go over. 2 won't. So if you want to blind bet the over, I mean, you'll be profitable, but I think there's spots. I'm more of a bob and weave kind of guy. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, D-Stout? Mr. Williams says, Detroit, Lenny. How are you, Mr. Williams? Congratulations on your Pistons, Lenny. Jack, in a hungover, you hungover and you got like a sore throat, cold, and you're hung. The whiskey I thought would help on Saturday, and it did. Saturday night it helped, not Sunday. But I would. I love the Pistons. You can't trust the Pistons, but I do like that series. We talked about it, NBA. Let's talk more NHL. Tonight's games. Let's talk tonight's games. Flyers, Hurricanes. Boy, oh boy, is Lenny liked those Flyers, right? In the East, Carolina is what Colorado is to the Western Conference. Okay, I know that's like not a hot take. Okay, because of the best team in the East. Is as good as much as I would love to be on the Flyers because they're scrappy. I'm on the Hurricanes in regulation tonight. I just can't. I'm first of all, I'm not paying minus 250. Obviously, in regulation was minus 140, and that was juicy. I think the Flyers might have a little bit of a fight in them today. Seeing how it's game 2. They're not the great, here's the thing, Carolina's a beast at home. Was a beast, is a beast at home. Regular season, Hurricanes won 3 times, lost once, and they lost in a shootout 3-2, went to overtime, shootout 3-2. Flyers won at home. Time before that, Hurricanes won at home 3-2 in a shootout. Every game in the regular season went to overtime. Every one of the games against those two. But yet we got game 1 where we had a solid spot where we just knew that Pittsburgh series went the distance. It went overtime. It took everything the Flyers had to beat the Penguins. It took everything. And it took everything out of them. That's why you saw 3-0 in game 1 from Carolina. They've been on rest for they were on rest for a week. And as they blew through Ottawa, I took them in regulation because I'm worried about the Flyers making a move tonight. But Carolina is so good at home that I think it'll be a close game. I kind of like the under as well in that game, but I didn't bet it under 5.5. I wanted to bet to draw too, but we're going to see. But tonight's a day. Tonight is a night where the draw is probably in play. Looking at the draw, plus 320. I'm telling you, unders, draws, overtime games are going to be a thing for the playoffs. Bet it. It's plus 320. Put a little sprinkle on that pizza money on the draw. Also, Anaheim and Vegas. This is the exact opposite of what I just talked about, how Carolina dominates at home. Vegas does not. People are so used to hearing about Vegas being great at home, and it's a tough place to play. It is a tough place to play. That fortress at T-Mobile Arena is a hard place to play. It gets loud, been to multiple games, playoff and otherwise. The Ducks are the better team. The Ducks are the better team. They have a comparable, it's about the same record as on the road as the Vegas Golden Knights have at home. This is going to be a tough one, but yeah, I'm on the Ducks money line for the price in a game where I think it's a toss-up. I think it's 50-50. I don't understand why Vegas is laying minus 160, minus 170. I got plus 140 on Anaheim. If they win, they win. If they come off flat, I'll probably chase on game 2. Game 2, Wednesday. But I like the Ducks. I'd actually be. Excuse me. Jesus. I'd be on the Ducks for the series. I did play that. Just FYI. I like the Ducks in that series. You can get a series price. Why can't I get I don't know where that series price was. I just had it. Futures. Why can't we find anything on this thing? Oh, plus 170. Little pizza money. You know what I mean? Those things are bankroll builders. You throw $20 on the Ducks at plus 170. If you win, you win. You know what I mean? I mean, you grab a couple units, put that in your back pocket, and move on. I hate that it's a series price and I gotta wait that long, but it's not the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, get on that shit. Let's talk a little MLB as before we get out of here. Jonathan Veal. One of these days I'll learn to read. Detroit Public Schools. Okay, folks. Yankees, Tigers, Rockies, Padres tonight. Oh. First of all, yes, I don't scared of the Rockies. And I don't know why. I got no reason to. I think I'm just hell bent on taking it easy on them. Um, why are the Mets favored? Was my question. That's what kind of threw me for a loop there. Why are the Mets favored? Is it just because of the Mets? Are the bookmakers not as smart as we are? Because I have, let me make sure I got the right pitching matchup. See, I still have undecided for Colorado Rockies. That's why I haven't bet this game yet. But Sugana on the mound, God knows I'm not. Tomoyaki. I could be Japanese because I could just yell names. Tomoyaki, Sogaga. That guy. 3-1, 2.84 ERA, 1.17 WHIP for the Rockies. And weather-wise, we just had MLB weather up today. By the way, if you're looking for weather, there's a guy on Twitter I follow that gives out daily, just drops them, like weather for whatever days. Also, Roto Grinders. I'm not sponsored. We're not affiliated with anything, but Roto Grinders just lets you, like, if you just type in the Google MLB weather today, the first ones pop up, and like it's the easiest, and it'll give you a really good breakdown of what. So we got I want to show it to you. I got this. I don't know if you guys. Nope, that ain't it. Let's share screen. Oh wait, no, hold on. Where'd I go? Here I am. There we are. I'll figure it out, folks, one day, I promise. So you're looking at the Mets Rockies. You got northwest winds blowing in from left center, 10 miles an hour, 68 degrees, and possible rain. I don't know who the pitcher is. That's my problem. I don't know who the pitcher is. For the Mets, if you guys got a Mets pitcher, drop it. I don't understand why Colorado's favored. I really don't. I just don't. Or I mean, why Colorado's not favored. Sorry. I don't understand why they're not favored. I didn't bet it. Total 10.5, some 11s out there. I think people are worried about the weather, but I didn't bet that game. I don't like it. Yeah, this one here. I like the Rockies. I didn't bet it because I didn't know who was pitching for the Mets, and I don't understand why the Rockies aren't a favorite. I'm not that. It's off. The Yankees in every which way, shape, or form. I love Cam Schitler. I like this kid on the mound. I'd look at his over 6.5 strikeouts. I thought that's a normal bet for me on days that he's pitching, but the Orioles, I don't know. On the road, they're terrible, 6-10. I think the Yankees minus. I think I bet that at -1.5, -105. I took the run line. That's what I did. I took the run line. Tigers run line. Yeah, I'm on Tigers run line. Boston Red Sox suck. And the Padres, man, I don't know. I didn't bet the game. Padres favored -130. You got Vasquez on the mound for the Padres. Trevor McDonald on the mound for San Francisco. I don't know nothing about him. So on games, I don't know nothing about. If you play the Padres, you got to play them first 5. I hope you did that, Jonathan, because their bullpen might be worse than baseball. So if the Giants are going to score, like in a perfect scenario for me, how this would play out. I don't know what McDonald brings to the table other than hot and spicy and a Big Mac. So I don't know about that guy from the Giants. I'd have to dive down a rabbit hole to really go back and figure out who he is and where he's played and what kind of stats he has. So because I don't know him, it's an automatic fade for me. Or just pull away. I'm just out. Some guys will bet against him automatically. Not me. Especially with the Padres bullpen scares the hell out of me betting on the Padres anytime. All this year, I think I got burned on them a total of 3 times, and that was enough for Padres' first 5 has made me more money than getting burned on those 3 times that I played them full game. So I would lean into the Padres, but again, I don't know about the pitcher too much. So I mean, me and Robert talked about this too. Being able to eliminate games is like a superpower for a handicapper. Because you can get down a rabbit hole, and I could have a plan every MLB game if I really wanted to. I could definitely find an edge or something of value for me in every game. That's a lot of time. That's a lot of money. And it's not great bankroll management. And that really is the key to success. Is the managing the bankroll, right? So being able to eliminate games is a superpower. And once you can do that, that's a great thing to do, because then you're just honing in on that top of the top stuff. I hope that makes sense, Jonathan. Oh boy, Scott has entered the chat. Cubs to the window, to the wall. Money line, run line, over 11. Your feet. Jesus, Scott. All right, so no on the Reds today, right? Cubbies. Let's dive down that rabbit hole. Because I got plays in that game. I'm on the Cubs minus 1.5, and I'm on the over, and I got 11.5 at plus 100, even money. But it is what it is. I could have paid juice and got the 11. I didn't want it, really. I didn't think I had a problem. Looking at the weather, you got 14-mile-an-hour winds blowing straight out to center field. Like we talked about how the weather comes into play, right? It has to come into play. And I'm going to figure this shit out once and for all. I promise. There I am. But if you look here, Cubs, which is this series right here, southwest winds directly blown straight out to center field, 14-mile-an-hour winds, 74% temperature, or 74-degree temperature, 32% participation. Game starts here. Maybe possible later innings. Could get a few showers. Winds really heavy right out the gate, right at the start of the game. 18, 16 slows down throughout the game. So that'll lead me to definitely a over right there. You know what I mean? I like that. Not to mention, I think God, I can't speak today. You got Chase Petty on the mound. Still, I don't know a lot about him either. Okay, but this is one of the guys I do know a lot about from the Cubs, and that's Cabrera. 3-0 with a 3.06 ERA. He'll give up a few. He will. And that's okay, because I think the Cubs get theirs. Cubs at night on a Monday, get after that shit. I'm on it. And they're on a roll. They won 5 straight, the Cubs have. The Reds only 1-4 in their last 5 games. The last game they won was against Colorado at home, 6-4. They got swept by the Pirates, 9-1, 17-7. The Pirates scored 17 on you, and then 1-0. You get swept like that, you get your ass spanked like that, and then you got to turn around the next day, no days off, and go to Chicago and play the mighty Cubs who are rolling. Yeah, I'm on the Cubs run line. Money line's not worth it. 200 minus 200. I'm not doing that. I bet you could do a same game parlay. Hold on, let's get creative with this shit, because that is my favorite run line. That is if I had one best bet, it's the Cubs run line today. Swear to God. So what if I did a same game parlay where I went Cubs, oh, no. Cubs minus 1.5. I don't want to do player props involving this. I'm going to say over half. I'm going to say the Yerfy. I don't want to do home run. I don't like home run props. I do not like home run props. I know a lot of people bet them on Twitter. I know a lot of people are like really into them. You're shooting. I don't have enough stats. I don't go down that rabbit hole. Like you're asking a guy to go yard. Plus, I mean, it's plus 300-400 sometimes, but I'm more of a hits, runs, RBIs, or total bases prop. I like that prop. You hit a home run, you're over 1.5 bases. You got 4 right there. Okay, so I would probably be on a. Let's go pitching props. Let's go. Oh, okay, we go. I'm really making this parlay as we go, folks. So I hope you're feeling good about this. Oops. I'm gonna go. I like Edward Cabrera today. I'm gonna go with him 5+ strikeouts. Again, it's a parlay. Okay, it doesn't have to be even money. 5+ strikeouts. And then I'm putting this together on DraftKings. Total bases. Here's my prop. I'm going to take Alex Bregman. No, I'm not. I'm going to take. Let's go. Hits, runs, RBIs. Alex Bregman, 1+ hit, run, RBI. No, I'm sorry, not 1+, 2+. What the hell am I doing? And then I'm also gonna do. Where's he at? I like this guy, Nico Honer. 2+ hits, runs, RBIs. You only got to get to 2. He doesn't have to have 2.5 or 3. He's got a 2+. So 2's a win, not a push. 2's a win, not a push. So that's where I'm at. I got 5 games. Plus 445. Run that shit. I'm placing that right now. I'm going to put this in the chat for you. Just give me a minute. It's this is the parlay. Same game parlay for this game. I just did this today. If we're going to hit this, we're going to hit it today on this show. Monday show. If I hit it, you gotta come all week for the show, and you gotta hit the like button every time. And every show, you tell them what we did on Monday. You got something you want to add into this same game parlay for the Cubs and the Reds? Holler. But here's what I'm gonna put. We'll start here. Cubs. Go here. Yerfy. Cubs -1.5. Cabrera. Can't spell. Okay. 5+ Ks. Bregman. 2+ guys. And Honer. Boom. There it is. All right. I'm going to scroll it so it just stays on the bottom. Normal. Oh, no shit. I could put it at the top. How weird is that the banner's at the top? Scrolling. Isn't that weird? And it'll be at the bottom. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so that's the same game parlay I just put together. I put pizza money on it. There's a $20 bill floating on that 445. Okay, DraftKings, I just put it together. I really like this game. I like both those guys are hitting well. So as far as Honer and Bregman, I'm not going to be opposed to that. I'm on it. I mean, everybody's hitting well. So it is what it is. So let's get after that. Let's go back to chat and everybody can just crush my hopes and dreams on this same game parlay. Oh, I do like this as well. Yankees run. I'm on Yankees run. Dodgers run line is parlayed. I am not on that. I am on. I am not. I don't have. Well, that's the parlay I'm on. I got one. Did I? Dodgers. Oops, that's not the Dodgers. Oh, they're playing Houston. I already talked about this game. Yeah, I'm on the Dodgers -2. No, wait, maybe we have it. Dodgers Astros. I'm on the team total for the Dodgers over 5.5 at +115. That total in that game is about 9. I see 9.5 flirting. I think we get runs from the Dodgers over 5.5. And I also put I'm on the Dodgers -2 alternate line just because I wanted to bring that number down. Most places 1.5. I don't want to play as much juice for that. I think the Dodgers get after that ass. So Dodgers run line. Yeah, I don't hate that. Yankees run line. I don't hate that either. Yeah, I really don't. God bless it. I don't know why I keep clicking on this game. I'll ride with you, Scott. +245, BetMGM. I like it. I like your chat. I like it, chats. Tigers game under 7. So weather for the Tigers game. South west winds blowing from right field down to third base. In at about 14.5 miles an hour. Got one of the best pitchers in baseball on the mound, Tarek Skubal. The Red Sox pitcher, they are touting out. What's his name? I can't pronounce this guy's name. Peyton Tolley. I hope that. I know I'm saying it wrong. Peyton Tolley, though. It's 0-1, 3.3 ERA, over 1 WHIP, 10 innings pitched. Small amount of work, probably a bullpen game for a guy. He is a swing miss guy. I don't hate the Nerfy in this game. You just gotta hope. But here's the problem. Last time Tarek Skubal came out to pitch, I bet the Nerfy, and I said the same thing I'm about to say. You only have to worry about the opposing pitcher getting you that Nerfy, right? But Tarek Skubal's the one to let up and run in that game. So I'm not, and it was his last matchup against Atlanta. Yeah. Horrible game, which we lost, but pitching out just what scored 2 on him too. So don't hate the Nerfy in that game. Don't hate the under. My favorite play is just the Tigers run line. Tigers run line plus money at home. They're great at home. They're phenomenal. Problem also that Nerfy, little juiced. I mean, that's why I didn't bet it, to be honest with you. I'm not paying -160, -170 on a Nerfy. I'm not doing that. -140, 50, -140 is really my cap. White Sox money line. God, don't tell Griffin Murphy. I'm on the Nerfy in that. Honest, that's I have 2 Nerfies bet. That's my favorite Nerfy of the day. So I'm glad somebody asked. I'll give it to you. If you pick a game, tell me. I'll tell you. I'm on the Nerfy there. I'm afraid of the White Sox bats. That just tastes bad to say. But you got Davis Martin on the mound. He's going to be my savior for the White Sox. 4-1, 1.95 ERA, 108 WHIP. He's got 37 innings pitched. I don't mind. He's maybe one of the best rotations that they have is this kid Davis Martin. So, and then Jose Soriano on the mound. He can take he can do it based off what he's done this year and his fast start at a 5-1 start. He's got a sub-1 ERA, 0.84. I think he controls the White Sox bats. Give me that nerf fee. It was minus 140, but that's my favorite nerf fee of the day for those of you that are following along on my ladder challenge. I'm trying to do 7 nerf fees in 7 days. But at this point, we're just trying to do 5 in 5 days. Can't get past the 4th level for the love of me. So it seems to be my bugaboo. So we lost on Saturday on that level as well. So we start off today. Love the nerfy in that game. I don't know about the White Sox. So I probably lean that way. Tampa Bay money line. I can't do that. Probably, but I didn't do it. I actually think the Blue Jays are about to get their shit together, but I don't want to play that game of catching a falling knife. But I do think the Blue Jays are about to get their shit together. So play that how you will. First time watcher, let's get some money. How about that, Donald Floyd? Welcome to the shit show. How about that? We are Docs Daily. If you're new to this show, this channel, you can get a free $60 account. Brand new customers, you go to docsports.com/free60. Yeah, there's premium plays at the website. Pick a handicapper, run with them. You can get multiple plays for that $60. So use that on new customers. Also, you have to hit the like button. That's the rule on this channel. Because YouTube told us if your viewers don't hit the like button, you guys can't win any of your bets. So don't let us down, Donald. We have rules here. We're a organized bunch of hooligans. So welcome in, Donald, for real. First time watcher, we appreciate it. If you want to follow along for all my degenerate plays, all of my stuff, costs $5 a month on YouTube. $4.99. The link is in the description of the video as well. I give out a daily video. Some days I take Sundays off, okay? Usually 1 or 2 a month. But other than that, 6 days a week, I give you a video with all of my plays in it. And anybody that is a member in this channel or in this chat could tell you, you get nothing but volume from my ass. You know, I mean, I play. I'm $100 better. I got 17 plays today. However, you want to play that bet. I mean, so I'm not bragging, but that's how I roll. And that's how this channel rolls, to be honest with you. If you're looking for more plays, we got you. Also, we're here Monday through Friday, 1 o'clock Eastern. 1 o'clock Eastern, this show and me. It's usually me with two other knuckleheads on Mondays, but they had stuff to do. But Tony George, legendary handicapper, will be on with me tomorrow. Rafael Esparza and Nick Metkin, legends in their own rights, be on Wednesday. Thursday's Robert Ferringo. He's acquired taste. And I say that with all love in my heart, Robert. You know that. And Fridays, Robert and Raphael. And then Saturday mornings, best show we do all week. Saturday mornings is all live. It's a run and gun type situation. Bring pen and paper. People in the chat are crazy. We'll have 3 times as many people that we do on a Monday. Like, if you think there's people in here today in the chat, you'll get winners from guys like Scott. From this guy right here, the Joe Beef, the real Joe Beef. He just hands out winning beef. The winning beef is what we should call him. But welcome into the show, Robert or Donald. Damn it, I already messed up your name, bro. I'm terrible at that shit. I'm sorry. Fine time. First time though. Appreciate you stopping by. The real Joe Beef says the Astros plus a run and a half. Oh, remember when you have a plus? Remember when you have a plus 1.5 plus money, it's an automatic bet. Why? Who told you that? And did I tell you that? Is that why I'm supposed to remember? Who told us that? Somebody told us that. Why does that sound familiar? I can't do it on the Astros today. If I lose on that Yankees, on that Dodgers, although the Dodgers, I could, now you got me thinking, but I could, but Yamamoto's on the mound for them. I mean, he's the best pitcher they have. Okay, I don't give a shit who else is. I know Shohei Ohtani's on there, but that guy's just a different specimen. I'm not a fan of this Okert kid. Yamamoto, I can't do it. I'm sorry, Joe Beef, but I'm against you on this one. I don't know why I'm supposed to remember that, and who told us that. I can't remember. Good luck, unless you're against me, Joe Beef. You know that. Timberwolves plus 13.5 and over 5.5 Carolina Philly. I could see the over tonight in that game. I could also see the under though. So I just kind of stayed away from a total. I like Carolina in regulation. I think Philly comes to play today, gives them a little bit of hard time, but I really think Carolina is just too much for them. Like a lot too much for them. So in the same way that they were just too much for the Senators, same way the Colorado Avalanche are too much for the Kings. We want Philly to win. We want that some kind of upset like that, or even more goals. I don't think Carolina puts it on their ass like that. I really see a 3-2 final, which scares me on my in regulation play because of the potential overtime. But I like Carolina's here. But Timberwolves plus 13.5. Man, that's a lot of points, right? If it was game 2, I'd be more inclined to do that because the Spurs let down. I'm waiting for the Spurs to have a letdown. Game 1, they can't have a letdown. That was my thought process on that. But I'll tell you what, Joe Beef's the real deal. And he's got the real beef. All right, guys, I'm here past my time, and I'm pretty sure it's time for me to eat some cough drops, take some Dayquil, and be done with the day. So good luck on all your bets. I appreciate everybody stopping in today on a Monday. Hit that like button, share as always, and being active in the chat and all that stuff. If you're looking for a same game parlay, we're playing around with some pizza money. Yurfie Cubs game. Okay, we're on the Cubs today in every which way, every which way, shape, or form against the Reds. We like the Yurfie, which is runs first inning. We like the Cubs minus a run and a half. We like the Cubs pitcher, Edward Cabrera, 5+ strikeouts. And we like Bregman and Horner, 2+ two or more hits, runs, RBIs. So all we need, like it's nothing. $20 bill, $5 bill, pizza money, folks. I don't care. Some sandwich money, if you will. It's plus 445 on DraftKings. Good luck. Unless you're against me, I'll see you tomorrow with Tony George.